guys, today we're going to talk about Listview with banner ads. So Listview with banner ads is something like this. A list view with the banner ads, right? Okay, now the banner ads loaded. You can see there's no banner ads. So I'm going to implement just one ad after a position of 89, after position 90, and it will be added another position, a simple position, and it will be added to 9. But you can see that there's no difference of the code, and it will add a banner ad. So I'm implementing just one ad because it's against Google AdMob policy, and if you want to implement more ads, I don't suggest to do that because it's against AdMob. So but you can implement just one, no worries. So now let's for the code. So now let's start. So first of all, you have to get a source code, actually copy a source code which was made by myself, and the source code link is available on the link description, so you can download it. Open ShareLink and paste the code, paste the link and search for the code, and you will see it says display with banners. Click to unlock and done. So this is the source code, copy it. Okay, so now let's run the project. So open Sketchware and let's create a sample project. For this I will call as Listview banner and create the project. So here you need two things, a custom view and a linear. So here first of all we are going to put a vertical linear, linear 1 as the width as match parent, and and a vertical scroll width as match parent, and another linear vertical as width as well as match parent. So remember, all are vertical, and let's remove the paddings so it will look nice here. 0 linear 1 and scroll padding 0, and linear 2 padding 0. So make sure your linear you are going to implement should contain a horizontal one, vertical horizontal, a scroll vertical, and a linear 2. Make sure, because I'm going to add a custom list view. Actually I'm making a grid view converted to a list view. So because list view it's not working perfectly, because when on blind it will be refreshing at always. What is that meaning is, when you scroll the ad will be loaded again and again. So that also is against Google policy, because you can't load one ad 3, 4, 5 times. So that's a warning of AdMob. So but in grid view it's not doing like that. When you scroll down up, it will be not refreshing the data or anything, so it will be as normal as. So that's why I implemented a custom grid view. So now let's start with the coding. So first of all I'm going to do is paste the code on create. Make sure this should be on create last code, so you will understand what I'm saying in few seconds. So paste the code and done. So now let's go to the custom view and let's create a custom view. So the custom view I have implemented in the source code is I name it as CST. So make sure your custom view should be named as CST. If you want to change the name, you have to change in the source code also. So now let's add and go to the custom view. In this I have implemented just a linear, height as this is and width as this, and okay, a text. I will style the text maybe 16, and make sure the linear should be linear 2, because in the source code I have set as linear 2. Make sure you change those things. So let's style the text so it's nice here to looks, and let's put as bold. And now you have to put an ad. So for that you have to enable library of AdMob. So now let's enable the library. So first of all we can style the linear also. We put as margin as 4, so it will be look like nice. Okay, now let's enable AdMob. So before enabling AdMob, let's go to Sketchware. Let's go to Google and get a banner ID. Okay, let's go to Google and get a banner ID. So this is the link. I will set this link of test ads in the description below, so you can get the link of test ads, because I'm not going to implement real ads. copy, done, copied. So now I'm going to implement ads. So now I'm going to open a Sketchware Pro, because in normal Sketchware it requires to watch an ad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Sketchware Pro with no ads. Sorry for that. So this is what I'm using, Sketchware Pro version. Please make sure you watch an ad and enable the library, because I have subscribed them. Done. And let's add manually, and let's say put as banner. Then let's put the paste. Next, we don't need individual ads because we don't implement, but if you want to implement, no worries, but you have to fill the gaps, fill the empty things. So in this case I will not add a test device because it's like a tutorial, but if you are implementing real ads, make sure you put a test device as you just add this one and just click add. For this I don't need, so save. Okay, now go back and open Sketchware, real Sketchware, the original version. So now this is the original version. So let's open that. So now I am switching off the data, so it's easy to implement. Okay, now let's go to the code. Done. Now the ad is working. The ad mob is enabled. You can see now it's enabled, so it's easy to us to put the ad. So make sure, now let's go to the custom view and put the ad right here. Make sure the ad ID should be ad view 1. Okay, because in the source code I have implemented as ad view 1. Make sure you have implemented that. Okay, done. So now let's let's go to the codings, and now we are going to put a list. Okay, we are going to put like 1 2 3 4 200, and for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a count called as count, and the count should be 100. No, let's start with 0 and increase by yes, count is 0, and a repeat block. Make sure it's end. Make sure the source code should be in the end. Every time the source code should be at the end. So, and put here as 100, because we are going to repeat 100 times, and put a if condition block, and put if it's equal to let's say 10. So in the 10 position this ad will be added. Make sure we have to create another one, number list. We have to prevent repeating this in the same position. Like in the 10 position we will be at the ad, but the data is not resulted. So to prevent that, we will add another number variable. So let's call as replace or something. You can call as anything as you wish. So in that you have to put as 0 as well, and no, in the replace you have to put 100 times. Okay, 100 times, put replace here. So what is meaning replace equal to 100, and it will be repeated 100 times. So here the count variable should added here. If the count equals 10, it should be increased by, it should be at the value to add. So now let's increase the count only here. So if it's 10, it will be not increased. So it will, if it's 9, it will be not increased, but the value will be added. Okay, so now let's add the value. So you have to create a list map. Make sure you will create a map called list map, because in the source code I have implemented as list map, else you will get some errors. So list map, for the list map we are going to add two keys here and here. So in the first key I, and the key name will be I, and add to list map. Okay, so then we shall add a count. We put the count in the text. inside the text without decimals, we can implement the count. So the place of the value will be 1 2 3 4. It's gone because it's increasing every time. So now here you have to put a code increase. When the add is added, the replace value should be also increased. Okay, so these are a few codes that you have to put. And so now let's see, and now let's run the project and see. So make sure, let's check again. So the count will be 0 and the replacement is 100, so it will be repeated 100 times. So the count, if it's equal to 10, so it will be repeated. Okay, first one is not equal to 10, so then it will be increased by 1, and then again it will be increased by 1, and make sure here you will increase, because else the count will be not working properly. Because if it's false, if it's equal 10 and if it will be not increased, it will be repeated as well, because it will be always 10. So you have to increase that one also. So if we put that, this is wrong, and let's create another variable as count numbers, and count numbers as 0 as well, and put here count numbers, and every time you have to increase just when it's it's not an add. If it's add, you don't need to increase, but if it's an add, you have to increase as well. So now let's run the project and see. Okay, before running the project, I forget to talk about, in the source code there are few things that you have to understand. The first one is the activity. The code was implemented in different activity, but in the tutorial I'm going to implement the code in the main activity. So we have to change that. So instead of study activity, you should implement as main activity, else you get some errors. So maybe it's in more places. Let's check it. So let's check if it's only that. Okay, done, it's all that. So here is the custom will be CST, linear task working as well, and what are different things, and the size. Make sure you will be getting some errors if the custom Listview size is bigger or smaller. The implementation will be like you get some more space, or you don't remain space, some kind of bugs. But if you want to change the width of the list, please use this one, 64. Increase or decrease. If you want more length, please try to increase 64, 65, 60. If you want less width, I mean the maximum number of things you are implementing, please try to decrease. So this is the few things you have to understand about the grid view. So now let's run the project and see what happens. So maybe I will enable Wi-Fi because to load the ad. So now let's see whether it's working perfectly. So JavaScript no, shows an error, syntax error. Okay, syntax error. So now let's see what is the syntax error. Okay, done. Maybe here it should need another list. It should need another bracket, I think. Maybe let's check out. Another syntax error or token expected. Okay, it says syntax error here, expected. Sorry for the ads. Shows an error. So it is a syntax error. So now let's go to source code and delete this code, and at the end of the code you have to delete this one also. Make sure you delete those codes, sorry, the syntax brackets, incorrect brackets, sorry for that. And Another thing, make sure you remove this because it's not this one. You paste instead of that add. So what is meaning for that? If it's equal to 10, put an key, I to value as AD, because in the code I have set as AD is equal to the add, and it will show the add. So sorry for the implementation, I have set wrong code. So but now it will work perfectly. So make sure you watch the full video to understand how to implement banner ads in Listview, and let's try to run the project. Sorry for the ads from Sketchware, and now let's run the project. Now it will be running perfectly. So DX is running. That's mean the project is working perfectly as well. And let's open the project. Open. And you can see done. Here you can see at the position here it will be adding an add. You can see. So how I did put the radius of here inside here, because in the source code I have set the radius and everything. So now let's try to implement when it's on every 10 times, like you want to add every 10 times you want to add uh, an ad. Okay, if you want, like, you want to add a banner ad every 10 times, but this is, don't use this for your real ads, because I'm teaching you this the 10 time the repetition for your studying purpose, but don't use for the your apps, because definitely you will be get a message that your ad move got banned because of those reasons. Please don't try this for your real ads for your app. Just I'm implementing this one for study purpose, for learning purpose. So but you can implement just one ad, that's okay. Implementation of one ad is okay, but if you add more ads, that's against ad more policy. So how to do that is, so we put as an and block, you press this and put an and, sorry, o, if it's equals to 20, students with 20, 20, 30, 40. Let's implement up to 40. But as I'm implementing just for add to up to 40, it's okay for now. So every 10 times the ad will be loaded. So when it's version 20, it will be loaded. Copy it and paste it here, and copy it and paste it here. And when it's 30, it will be add an ad, and when it's 40, it will add definitely another ad. So up to 10 times, 4 times it will be added the ads. So you can repeat as well, you can add more blocks, and you can implement those kind of things. This is O block. Sorry for the source, we have to implement O, so we got some errors, sorry for the codes. So you have to put O block, not AND block. Okay, 20, 30 and 40th. Okay, done. So this is how we implemented that, the repetition. Done. Now let's run the project. So just wait a few seconds. Okay, now it's running. The exit will be running. DX is running, so the source code is perfectly working. So make sure this is for learning purpose, because I'm repeating these kind of things to prevent you're getting banned from AdMob. So now let's open the project and you can see how it works. Done. Open. So now it's loaded. So every 10 times up to 40 the ads will be loaded. So first ad is loaded, second ad is loaded, third ad is loaded, and the fourth ad is loaded. So every 10 times you just count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10th version will be added up to 40 times. So 4 ads will be displayed. Okay, so this is how we implement. So this is how we implement that kind of projects. So hope you like and hope you understand the video, and if you don't understand, please let me know in the comment section and I can help you anytime. And please subscribe, because in the future I will make how to make libraries for Sketchwares and everything kind of those things. And please like and let me know in the comment section if you have any issues. Thank you. Let's see you on the next video.